Right. Welcome back to our Excel training or tutorial. Today we're going to look at the if statement, which is a way of you comparing logical values. So I'm just going to put in the if statement here so that we can see the formula. So the if statement comes through with three parts to the formula. There's the logical test, then there's the value if true, and then the value if false. So in this case, we want to do a rating where if the quantity for our sales for our product is greater than 8, we're going to put a value to represent that. And then if it is less than 8, we'll then put another value to also represent that. So for our logical test, first we're going to pick on 10, and then we're going to say, so our 10 here from our formula is represented by C2. So we're saying if C2 is greater than 8, we are then going to go to the next part of the formula, which is if C2 is greater than 8, what are we going to say? So in this case, I'm going to put a string, or rather the value if it's true. So I'm going to say wagona, which is basically in Shona, and then comma. And it now takes me to the next part of the formula, which is the condition, the value if false. So for this one, I'm going to put another word in Shona, which is watada. So notice that I'm putting my values in codes so that they can then come through in Excel. So it's just a string thing that you have to do with Excel. So just once again to look at the formula. So we have if my C2 is greater than 8, I'm going to say wagona. If it is less than 8, the alternative is wataza. So I'm going to put just press enter. So because my 10 is actually greater than 8, I'm now rated as Wagona. So I'm going to bring down this formula. And then as you can see, wherever the quantity is less than 5, I then get Watadza. If I've got 4, for example, Watadza, at 12, I then have Wagona. Now, just for practice, we're going to do the same similar thing, but this time we're going to inverse our formula. So this time we're saying if the rating is less than 8, we're going to start with Watadza. So if it's less than 8, once again we open our quotes and we type Watadza and then close quotes, put our comma. It takes us to the next part of the formula, which is the value if false. And I'm just going to open this and then open another quote and then say Wagona, close quotes, then close my value. So we're just saying if the value that we're looking at is less than 8 here, then we're saying that Watadza, which is basically meaning that you failed. So true to form, I'm putting this in, and there is our if formula. So your if statement can be used for any rating or for any logical comparison that you want. Thank you for tuning in. We'll check you out in the next Excel formula.